Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. On the flat map 1 versus 1 with Girl Not Farming. This is the 6th episode, and we're continuing the work from the last one, because, as you know, I didn't finish making bales, creating the field, or sowing beets on it. So we have to finish it so we can fast forward time in this episode for everything to grow. Of course, if you're not subscribed yet, and most people watching probably aren't, you can click that button, turn it from red to gray. You can also click the bell, whatever you like. Alright, I'm baling here. We've got quite a lot of it. I'm making square bales. I'm making square bales to wrap everything with the square bale wrapper this time. We'll test out this method. Maybe it's a bit faster. I don't know, I'm not sure, but it seems to me that it should be faster with larger quantities. So we'll see. We won't compare it exactly, but we'll get a rough idea. Of course, as it just appeared on your screen. If you want to play on this map, I make maps available to my patrons, including this one, and other maps will be released too. And of course mod packs too. Check out what you need there. Oh, and one more announcement here. In the description and in the link in the comments you have the SteelSeries website, or rather the page with SteelSeries products. I also encourage you to check out what they have, as they're helping me with a giveaway for 100,000 subs on the Not Farming channel, my main channel. Participate, be sure to check out what cool stuff they have. So, they'll see that the viewers are interested and there will be more giveaways like this, so it's a win-win situation for you to check them out. You'll know what you can win and what cool things you can buy from them. And of course, the giveaways will be more frequent. The field is done. You can send a worker here to finish sowing properly. Him sow as he was, and then I'll just fix his mistakes, because he's sure to miss something. Because there was grass there before and now there isn't, so he'll leave that spot unfinished. Okay, let's make some bales. So there's less left to do here. I'll do everything bit by bit, piece by piece as always. I see Girl Not Farming has a lot of bales in her field. And we also need to make some wrapped square bales here, so we're not at a loss, so we have a chance in this one-on-one matchup. Because it's one-on-one. Let's not forget, there should be some competition between us here, so we'll see how it turns out at the end of the series. Who developed everything better here, and who's in a better financial situation. Alright. So the beets are being sown, We'll definitely have to fix up this field after the worker, but for now let him drive. And I'll continue making bales. I have a plan to wrap these bales in a moment. As for the silo that was causing problems in the last episode, well, I found out that these problems are common and it's not just something that didn't work for me. It's just some kind of bug in farming, and when will they fix it? Who knows? Who knows when they'll fix it? From what I know, this happens often. So we have almost the whole field done here. Just 2 more passes. If there's nothing else hidden at the end of the field, then 2 passes and we're done. The worker with the seeder isn't working anymore. He quit, finished his work, because he decided there was nothing more to do here. Like I said, this middle part wasn't visible to him before. Because I set up the worker when grass was still growing in the middle, and we created the field in this spot, so this isn't a worker bug, it's more my fault. My fault for starting to sow while still creating the field. But it was faster this way. It was faster. Besides, you can see that now I just have to finish this middle part and I don't have to use the seeder anymore. And time plays a big role here because we want to fast forward time in this episode. So, just as you see, we have to do all this, we have to get it done. Oh, and by the way, I think I fixed that one thing I often had problems with, the terrain loading. Ugly terrain loading, because the rows in the field don't suddenly pop in anymore. How did I fix it? I have no idea. That's what I wanted to tell you. Alright, I'll park the seeder somewhere here so it's not in my way. I don't know where I'm going, but okay, we'll squeeze in here somehow. We'll push it and demolish 2 greenhouses in the process. Okay, maybe I'll push it like this. No, not really. It's a bit heavy, but luckily we have super strength, so it worked. Alright, do we need... Yes, we definitely need a wrapper. Because that other wrapper isn't for square bales, more rectangular than square. So we wrap. I wonder if this works faster. I wonder if making square bales is actually faster than round ones. I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. Maybe it would be if you were wrapping bales. Sorry, not bales, but square bales. The 240 ones. I think you can wrap the 240 ones. These are 220s from what I know, and the wrapper is also for 220. We'd have to do a comparison of how much time you can save by making square bales instead of round bales. So maybe it's an interesting idea for a comparison, but never mind. Let's get back to making our square bales for now. Account balance $50,716. That's not enough for me. I'd like to, in this episode, I'd like to build the sugar factory. I'd like to build a sugar factory, and the sugar factory is 240,000. 240,000, so we'll have to go a little crazy with these wood chips. Besides, we're going to be fast forwarding, so during the fast forward, the money will shrink even more. The account balance will shrink even more. So it's not looking good, not good at all. We'll definitely be starting in the red again. To cut down some trees and make wood chips. And somehow save up that 240,000, we'll see. We'll see if we can do it. I think that even if we manage, I'll hold off on that purchase until the next episode, but we'll see. We'll save up the money and then we'll think. First, we need money, and this field hasn't grown yet. There's nothing there yet, and I won't have time to harvest it in this episode, because we'll need the whole episode to harvest these beets for the beet harvest. Harvest more than reaping. I don't know if you reap beets, I don't think so, It seems to me it's more of a harvest. Do you see how these bales shoot out from under the machine? I don't know why it's like that sometimes, but it happens if I get too close to the next one, to the next bale, to the next block. I don't know if you call them bales. Are these bales? They're square bales, but are they bales? I think they are. Well, it even says square bale. Square bale in English, so quadrato bele. Probably correct. It's probably correct. I'm not talking nonsense here. Also, no one has corrected me in the comments yet for calling them bales when they're not. So they probably are bales, just square ones, as it says in the game for the baler. Okay, we've got most of it done here. Most of our bales are wrapped. There's quite a lot. We'll definitely need a self-loading bale trailer, which is probably more expensive than a regular round bale trailer. Although I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's not more. Wrapper is definitely more expensive. That wrapper is expensive, but The collecting trailer itself is probably the same. As expensive as a regular round bale trailer. One without autoload, of course, because autoload isn't working yet. I tested this mod with FS Master and the autoload doesn't work. Pop up and it doesn't work. We're fast forwarding time, as you can see, $31,824. I'll check if this silo here has sorted itself out. And of course it hasn't. Why would it? I can collect some leftovers here, but I still can't open it. I'll try from the other side. I collected some leftovers here too. It's not working. It can't be opened. Still can't be opened, so I'll just sell it later and get some extra money. Actually, I could have sold it right away, but never mind that. Okay, I'll load these pallets here. Pallets. An ideal, gigantic trailer for hauling pallets. I know, but I like it. I use it in every series. It's small, but I can fit a lot in here. Have to stack it well. Okay, the rice pallet. My beautiful, wonderful rice pallets that are worth almost nothing. I hate these pallets. Why haven't I? Why haven't I sold this factory greenhouse yet? I have to do it in the next episode. I'll leave it for this episode. Produce, but in the next episode we're making a change. A change to our greenhouses here. See how beautifully I stack the pyramid? Pyramid. Tower. Tower. It's not a pyramid. Oh dear. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. That will be cut out. Still minus $107 in the account. So we've earned a lot. We earned a lot for these few pallets. What was in there? Mostly mush and that wool. The wool is probably the most expensive. Okay, let's load these pallets now, which will give us a nice profit. See how I'm stacking them to the millimeter? It can't be crooked. It can't be crooked because my structure will fall over and everything will spill out. Now I can just stack them any old how. No, just kidding. I'm not going to stack them any old how. More will fit if I stack it nicely. If I just threw them in, nothing would come of it. Okay, yes, it's not. It's not full. We didn't use the full potential of this trailer here. Oh, do you see girl not farming over there, working with the bean harvester? For peas? For peas. I think she was doing something with peas. Okay. You see a trailer for square bales. Rectangular. Rectangular bale. Square. Square has equal sides and this is a rectangle. Collect and I still have 36,000, so we had about 40 in total and 4,000 went to lease this trailer. Pretty cool. Nice. Not like doing it by hand, so that's good. I think we'll have 2 such transports here with 14 bales each. 14 bales, and for those 14 bales we get over 29,000, almost 30, so that's quite a lot, I think these bales are a bit bigger than usual. Not square bales, but round bales. I don't know how much a regular round one weighs and how much a square one does. You probably know, so you can write in the comments if 220 square, rectangular, not square bales are more expensive than round bales. $150s for round bales because that's the medium size and this is also the medium size, so it's interesting. I haven't made a comparison, I don't know how it looks. As you saw in the background, Girl Not Farming is collecting bales, but she doesn't have an automatic trailer yet. She's collecting them by hand. Can you believe she'd do? I really don't know. Well, I think we're doing better here compared to our opponent. If she's collecting bales by hand, she must be short on cash. It all probably went on that harvester. For those peas. Or whatever she's sowing there. Sowed. She's sewed in this episode because now she'll be mowing everything for sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes for her, I don't know. I don't spy on her too much, so I don't know. But what I want to do for sure is bring some wood. Because I want to collect at least 124,000. So I'll send a worker to the forest to bring back an illegal tree from the border. Well, illegal. Well, this map is entirely, or rather half mine. So this forest is also mine, so I'm cutting from my own forest. So it's legal. As you can see, everything has grown here. Beets, but we still have a lot of baling to do here. I think I'll buy myself an XL rake soon. One possible to make it go faster. I don't want to leave this straw on the field because it's still some money and every penny counts here. So we'll take a big rake and make windrows here, and only then will I start baling. Because who wants to struggle with these scattered windrows? It's better to rake 3 into 1 and that's it. Perfect. This rake will gather everything here. I know this tractor might be a bit overkill for this, but it was the one available, so we're using it. I don't have to save fuel, so it's not a problem. No problem, we won't run out. Okay, you see, one field will be raked in 3 passes like this. And the third. And then we can start collecting, but I think I'll do the other one right away. Or not. First, I'll do some baling so it's not boring. I'll change tasks more often so it's not boring. This is my favorite thing. Annoying people by not finishing one job and already moving on to the next. I have a bit of ADHD, right? That's what viewers wrote in the comments on not farming, but I think it makes it more interesting. But maybe it's a bit more chaotic, but there's a greater purpose to it. The goal is to make it more interesting to watch. Interesting and not so boring, because if I happen to do one boring task for a very long time, I think the viewers would go crazy and turn off the episode. I'll cut down this one tree here. I think I'll try to load it as it is, whole. Let's see what happens. Do I have to cut any branches? I guess I have. I think I have to cut something here. Or do I not? No, I don't. It's holding. Good. Let's take 2 at once. You probably get more money if you cut off the branches, and the central log is cleaner. I have to do this as fast. Oh, the tree even jumped from the excitement, so I'll pack this on top. It somehow fit in there. It's not like I'm hauling 15 tons of whole trees on a trailer and loaded them by hand. Not at all. Not at all. You imagined it. Nobody saw that. The worker will get there. Well, as for the super strength, maybe it's a slight abuse with this kind of. It is an understatement. Kind of loading of whole trees onto a trailer. But remember, this is not a realistic game. We're just playing in the same style here. It's more about both people playing the same way. So for example, it's not that one person tries to play realistically and the other person loses because of it, or rather gains from it, because the other person plays realistically. It has to be equal, so unrealistic and unrealistic. As you can see, I just sold that silo that wasn't working for me and filled in the hole. I painted over the concrete with grass, and now I have $146,230. If it weren't for that silo, I'd be about 100,000 ahead. So that silo caused us some losses because all the silage in it was wasted, as I couldn't get it out. And money was also wasted on 50% of the silo's value, because we sell for about 50%, unfortunately. So I'm down several tens of thousands. Maybe not 100,000, maybe not 100,000, because there wasn't that much silage inside, but I definitely lost money. Okay, let's sell this wood. I'm going to the sell point. Here's the sell point. 15,000 for 2 trees. So that's nice. A quick cash injection. And now what will I do? I'll plant more trees to grind. I need a lot of trees to grind. I'll grind it all and sell it to make as much money as possible. Like I said, I need a lot of money for the sugar mill. For the sugar mill. Parts. 3 parts. I'm getting tongue-tied. How can you listen to this? I don't know. Parts. That's what I wanted to say. Parts, and we put it all in. I've already developed a technique for these trees. For these straight, nice trees here. I put in 3 parts at once, and I can actually put them all in at once, and they grind even better. This machine pulls them in nice. So we cut everything into 3 parts. What's my problem with that word? What's up today? I don't know. You viewers will stop watching me when you hear all my slips of the tongue. Okay, another tree. We'll cut it into 3 pieces again. I managed to say it this time. Good. Yes. One goes in, the second goes in, and the third goes in too, and everything grinds without any problems. I won't add any more here because the trailer is full and I don't want to overuse the tank in. Infinite tank in the wood chipper, because it looks bad. Although I know I used to do that. I'm sorry, but that's how it was. I won't lie, it was. I used to overuse that tank, but I don't do it anymore. I don't like it. Now I can load a little less onto the trailer. Although as you can see, it's still pouring from that infinite tank. Because 2 such trees I think are enough to fill this trailer. And here I loaded a bit more, but we already have 200,000 almost. 197,000, so we should be able to make 240,000 or even more without a problem. And that's very good. That's very good for my plan. Although this plan is starting to appeal to me a little less now when it comes to buying it in this episode, but the option of buying it in the next episode is more appealing, and I'm wondering if I shouldn't buy some greenhouses temporarily first. Like a waiting period. I'd want to sell them later and use the money to just buy the factory. I think that would pay off. It's probably not worth it because I'd sell the greenhouses for a lower price, for 50% of the price. But the question is, will they earn enough to pay for themselves? Exactly, it seems like they won't pay for themselves that quickly. Although I still have to think about it, I have to calculate it properly. The greenhouses pay for themselves in about 3 months. I'll skip 3 months, so they should earn that much, and then I'll sell them, so I'll get back half the money. I could buy a sugar factory, a sugar mill. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. You can write in the comments if it's a good idea. And I'll keep thinking about it here. In the meantime, as you can see, I've started finishing up these rows here, these bigger ones, so I don't have to drive 100 times and bale single rows, but rather combine ones of 2 or 3. Done. Let's go get the baler. Or maybe I'll first collect what's on this first field. That's a good idea. Maybe I can put a worker on some sowing here. Nah. I'm not sowing anything for now. For now, I'll just leave it. For now, it's stubble, but something will be here. I promise you. And let's keep making these bales. Our square bales. Square bales. It's much more convenient to do it with a baler like this. With such a baler for square bales. If you're still watching and not subscribed, well, it's probably time to change that, so click that red subscribe button. Depends on what language you have set, and then you won't miss the next episodes. And I'll remind you again to check the description for the link to the partner of my 100,000 subscriber giveaway, the SteelSeries store, to their products, and see what they have to offer. Maybe you'll like something, maybe you'll be lucky and win it in the 100,000 giveaway, which will be announced, and soon you'll find out how to do everything to get something. What you have to do actually. So be patient. It will be a giveaway for 100,000 and for Christmas. Something in between. An occasion after St. Nicholas's Day, but before Christmas. I think everything will be sent out by Christmas, and everyone will receive their gift, their prize from the giveaway, if you can call it a prize. Because it won't really be a lottery or anything like that. I'll be choosing based on comments on Patreon, most likely, so you'll have to become a free patron, because there's that option there too. So you can go there right away, create an account or log in with Google. And then you won't miss this contest, this giveaway, because there will definitely be email notifications. Because when I add a post, I can check a box to have it show up for you, so you'll just get an email notification that there's a new post, and if it's the giveaway, that's when you'll see it. Maybe I should also use this to publish information about a new video being added, but I think that's probably a worse idea, because it would annoy people, And when something important happens, I can just add a post there and everyone will get a notification. So it's perfect for a giveaway. Let's get on with these bales. There's not much left, so I think I'll finish it now in one go, and then I'll have to collect and sell them, because we have 265,000. Maybe we can get to 300, maybe we'll hit 300 with these bales. Although no, straw isn't worth that much. Straw isn't worth that much, so it won't be 300. Unless we bring another trailer of wood chips here, or some whole trees. Trees from the forest, straight from the forest. The border, smuggled from the border. Enough baling. I'll park it some. I finally have to make something here. Some nice, I don't know. You know, make the area look nice. Not all scattered and placed by the fence like I have it. Oh, I checked how it looks when it comes to selling. I wanted to find out, because I didn't know back when I was recording this, that you only get half the value of a given building when you sell it. This is exactly what I was talking about, that I was wondering whether to build a lot of greenhouses, with all the money I've saved up, and then just sell them, and sell everything that's collected in them, and whether that would turn a profit. I'm not sure if it will be profitable, but I think it should be. It should be for half the value. It all depends on how many months I skip, so we'll see. We're not skipping any in this episode for now, but maybe at the start of the next one I'll buy greenhouses and then we'll skip. But that's all for today, so I'll see you in the next episode.